Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the fourth grade concept of expanded notation. This is standard 4.2b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 11 of the 2024 released STAAR test. This is a new item type called drag and drop, and if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so drag and drop, we've got a lot of different possible answers here. It says not all answers will be used. This is a 2-point problem. And watch, if you notice, I can actually use an answer more than once if I really wanted to. And if I try to answer with just two different responses, it will give me a warning. It says you have not answered everything. So we want to make sure we answer all three of these. And this is actually a 2-point problem. So let me tell you how the scoring works. So if I get all three of the blanks correct, right, that's going to equal 2 points. If I get only 2 out of the 3 correct, that's going to equal 1 point. And if I get 0 correct, or even if I get 1 correct, that is worth 0 points, nothing. So let's take a look at what it's going to take for us to get all 3 correct for 2 points. We have this simple number. And what they like to do on problems like this is they like to put some zeros in there to really kind of make you think. So we need to write it in expanded notation, and they even have the values of the digits. Look, that 4 goes with this 4. This 2 goes with this 2. And then this 7 goes with this 7. So my suggestion is always to draw a place value chart. Now I'm going to draw a big line down here because that's going to represent my decimal place. Okay, so I'm going to start with, all right, my ones. And I'm going to have my tens. I'm just going to kind of keep building this out, right? Now I'm going to have my hundreds. Then I'm going to have a comma right there. And I think it's only going to go 4 spaces over. That's my thousands. If you want to think about it, that's 1, that's 10, that's 100. This goes back to ones as well, but it's a new period or family. It's the thousands period or family. And then to the right, we've got the decimal place. We really, in fourth grade, only go to 2 different spots. Okay, we have the tenths, emphasis on the THS, and then we've got the hundredths, THS as well. In fifth grade, you'll go 3 spots over. That's the thousandths place. What's going to be helpful for this is going to be looking at what is the value of each digit. So we'll start at the ones place. So if you had a 1 in the ones place, it would be worth 1. If you had a 1 in the tens place, 110 is worth 10, right? 100, it's worth 100. And then 1,000 is worth 1,000. Seems pretty obvious, but this is going to help us when we are looking at our expanded notation. Same thing with the tenth. Now, the tenth can be written 2 different ways. I can write tenth as a fraction. I can also write it as, since it's a decimal, since it's 1 spot over, I would put 0.1. So we need to be able to see our tenth as both of these options. And so it looks like we've got decimals here, but they very easily could have had you look at it like this, because 0.1 is the same as 1 over 10. 0.01 is the same as 1 over 100. So let's do hundredths, 0.01. All right, so using our place value, we're able to put values. Now we just plug and play. Let's build our number. So I'm going to use my decimal point as my anchor. Okay, so to the right of the decimal, I just got a 7. To the left of the decimal, moving from right to left, I've got a 2, a 0, a 0, and a 4. Well, take a look at what I've got. Now I got 4 times, what's that value? 1,000. I've got a 2 times, what's that value? 1. And I've got a 7 times, what's that value? It looks like we're doing decimals, 0.1. So that's what I need to put in. 4 times 1,000. So let's bring this 1,000 down here. That 2 is times that 1, so we got to make sure to drag the correct one there. And then that 7 was times the tenths, and that is how we get full credit.